Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be going through all of the new LEGO Ninjago 2022 set names and descriptions that we've received from Promo Bricks, who I'll be sure to link their website down below in the description of the video, so thanks so much to them for this information here, and let's get started here. We're going to go through the article that they wrote about these sets and go through all of the great details that they have here. So, of course, it is LEGO Ninjago sets, no new modulars, but Dojo temples, so very interesting here. We'll just scroll down and see what they have to say. So they're talking about basically there are these new sets that are called the new Evo sets, and these ones are basically going to be an experiment that LEGO is doing where they are new additions of older fan favorites but on a very small detailed scale that's almost reminiscent of 4+ sets. So I think that's really intriguing, honestly. I think that's definitely an interesting angle to go for with these. So I think that's kind of cool, and they're kind of reminiscent of these LEGO Star Wars spaceships, like the smaller ones. So I think that's definitely really cool and intriguing, kind of like a smaller form of Legacy is what I would kind of compare it to. And then if we go down here, we can kind of see a little bit more info there, but we'll get straight into the sets here. And we have set number 71757, Lloyd's Ninja Mech, and this one is going to be a little green mech, which will be a 4+ set. The mech has 2 golden swords in its hands, and there is also a small built stone, and the figures include Lloyd and a snake, and the set consists of 57 parts and will cost €9.99. So I'm assuming that in USD, and then like $13.99 Canadian. So pretty good price point there. And I will go up for just a second. They actually mentioned that the new opponents of the ninja are newly designed fire snakes that appear in all sets, which have a black and orange head. So that's really interesting. I think that's kind of cool. And what's interesting is that they say it was last seen in the underwater theme in black and blue. So I'm assuming they're going to be using then the same molds that we saw from Seabound, which I hope that doesn't start to get repetitive. I hope that maybe they're doing something different here. So I'm intrigued to see those. I'm definitely open-minded to what they're going to turn out to be. Then we have set number 71760, Jay's Donner Dragon Evo, and this one here is going to be including Jay's well-known blue thunder dragon, but its construction is very reminiscent of a 4+ set, and the minifigures will include Jay and a snake, and the set consists of 140 parts and will cost €19.99. So what's really intriguing about this one is the fact that I'm assuming they mean like Jay's original Thunder Dragon, so kind of disappointing that we're getting a 4+ version, but maybe they're going to go the same sort of route with this as they did with Kai's Fire Dragon, where we got sort of the 4+ version of it, and then later on got a full-on Legacy set for it. So hopefully they'll do that same sort of pathway for this one, because I would love to see it. And it seems like the Jay figure, I would take a guess that maybe it'll be just the standard Legacy 1 version, considering that's what would relate the most to that original dragon from when it was in Ninjago, so that would make the most sense to me personally. Then we have set number 71761, Zane's Power Up Mech Evo, and this one is going to be Zane's mech has been shrunken and only has 95 parts, includes Zane and a snake, and then the set will cost €9.99. Hopefully they'll have like new versions of the ninja in this. I'm not going to completely write it off. I think it would be really cool, but I also don't want to get my hopes up for that either. Then the next one here that's really interesting is set number 71762, Kai's Fire Dragon, and this one is the red Fire Dragon, is similar in size to the Thunder Dragon and consists of 204 pieces, and the set will include Kai, a snake with a jetpack, and a snake with a drone as figures, and that's really interesting there. It's going to be $29.99, and I'm really intrigued with that one, honestly, that it's going to be, it seems like the largest one thus far of these, and it includes the most figures as well, with 2 of the snakes. So really curious about that. I mean, a snake with a jetpack, I'm curious how that's going to turn out. Then we have Lloyd's Evo racing car here, and this one's set number 71763, and this one, and I do apologize, I don't know what the EVO stands for, so let me know in the comments down below. I'm completely new to this info here. This is kind of more like me reacting to the info because I haven't had a chance to really go through it previously, but here we can see this one's going to be a remake of set number 70641, the Ninja Nightcrawler modular from 2018, but this model is also a lot smaller than its predecessor, and the minifigures will include Lloyd and 2 snakes and consist of 279 pieces, and then $29.99 as the price there. So an interesting one here. I definitely really love that vehicle. I do have that one in my collection, but it'll be intriguing to see the smaller scale here. I'm really curious about these. I really hope they're not going to feel too much like really poorly made like 4+ sets. Not that 4+ sets are necessarily bad, but just for the demographic that they're aimed at, I feel like it kind of limits the rest of the audience for Ninjago, and it seems like there's quite a few here, but this one does sound bigger because it does have quite a few pieces here, so I'm open-minded to it as well. Then we move forward here to set number 71764, the Ninja Training Center, and this one should be a small modular, which is really exciting. And this one, just going through the info here for the first time, they said in the end they don't have much to do with the final project. So yeah, sometimes like the names might not have to do with what the actual final product is going to be, and it's a loose backdrop of different scenarios from different ninja training objects, such as a punching bag, a target, a snake pit, and a slide, and all of these things can be modularly connected to each other and also connected to the large 71767, the Ninja Dojo temple, which we'll go over afterwards. And this one's going to include Zane in a top, I don't know what that means, Zane in a top, and then a snake with a small mech, and the set will cost $39.99, consist of 524 pieces, and will not be released until March of 2022. I believe the rest of the sets, I guess the other ones where they don't mention that specifically, might be coming in January, so I'm not too sure, but definitely quite interesting. Then with the next one here, we have set number 71765, the Ultra Combination Ninja Mech, and this one looks like it's spraying from one of the wildest Power Ranger fever dreams, and this one's going to include Ninja Zane, Cole, Kai, and Jay, who have apparently merged their original companions here, so I'm not too sure what that means. It says the shoulder plates and heads are blue, the arms are black with gold drills on the hands, and the body is red with another pair of smaller arms holding a sword, and the legs and feet are white. I honestly have no idea like how these are going to look. I don't know if they're just describing a normal minifigure here or what it is. It sounds like it's merging with something, so I'm not sure what that's all about, but it definitely sounds interesting. Then we have, it's going to include 2 smaller snake mechs as opponents, and each one holding 2 swords and not even reaching the ninja mech up to the waist. So kind of disappointing there. It's going to be 85 euros, and then consist of 1,104 pieces. So it's one of the largest ones here of the wave. Then we have Lloyd's Legendary Dragon, which probably the one I'm most excited about here. Set number 71766, and Lloyd's Green Dragon is also getting a new edition. So that's pretty interesting. It looks pretty good and big, and the dragon has a dark blue belly and dark blue lower legs and feet, and the thighs, wings, and head are all green. And then the minifigures include Lloyd, Nia, and 2 snakes, and it's going to be 747 parts, and it's going to cost $59.99. That is very interesting that they list Nia there, so I guess Nia, I don't know if this is like, I guess it is like a legacy set, because they do say it's a new edition of Lloyd's Green Dragon, but I hope we get like new versions of the characters. Like, I guess we're at possession at this point, so I hope we get to see new legacy versions of most of them, so that would be very cool. Of course, we've already seen Zane's with the Titan mech, but definitely cool if they expand upon that. Then we have the Ninja Dojo Temple, set number 71767, the largest set of the wave, and this one is not a new modular building. However, it can be connected to the Ninja Training Center, which we mentioned earlier, at least in some places, and the temple stands on a rock foundation and is designed like a pagoda. I honestly don't even know what that is. The roofs are dark green, the walls are white with brown decorations, and a small staircase leads to a large red front door. A red bridge leads from the temple to a small fountain and a tree, and the minifigures include Lloyd, Wu, Nia, Cole, Kai, and 2 snakes, and there is also a small fire mech and a vehicle for the snakes, and the set will cost €99.99, and then consist of 1,394 pieces, so definitely sounds quite interesting. It sounds like almost a sort of revamped like monastery, but not the monastery. Very interesting here. Really cool, honestly. And then down here it says Spinjitsu Ninja Training Sets. In addition to the Ninja Training Center, we'll get 3 other small LEGO Ninjago ones in March, and these include set numbers 70688, and you can see 8, 9, and 90, and these are going to be Kai's Spinjitsu Ninja Training, and then Jay's and Lloyd's as well, which I'm assuming are going to correspond to like their Spinjitsu, like power Spinjitsu versions, if you know what I'm talking about. So that would be really interesting. Honestly, this is just really intriguing, and it seems like they're going to cost $9.99 and then 25 to 32 pieces there. And each time there's a color match top to wind up and small accessories. Sorry for the rough translations here. It's just like Google doing the automatic translate here. But there are all of these sets. Definitely an intriguing bunch here. I can't really say how I think about these. I really need to process it a bit more, if I can even speak. And yeah, just kind of evaluate my thoughts on them, and then I'll probably do some sort of update video where I have the information more condensed down, and I can just kind of discuss my thoughts a little bit more. This was just like an initial reaction here and to get the news out to you. So let me know your thoughts on these sets down below in the comment sections. Are you feeling mixed on them? Are you super excited? Are you not that excited? Let me know below. And then also be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe as well if you want to check out some of my other content. That would be highly appreciated. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.